Well, hello again. I want to talk about this year of exposure. I know, a lot of people are saying, why are people just coming up with things now? There is a time for everything. Monique, I was thinking about the Monique interview with Club Shay Shay. She's pretty much said, for the most part, the exact same thing that she said years ago, and it seemed like nobody wanted to hear her. But now she comes out after the thing with Cassie, and then Cat Williams blew up the spot. Like he just, I like. It seems like a portal was open with Cassie, and then Cat Williams just came and just did everything. And here comes Monique at the right time. Everybody seems to be on Monique's side when she said this exact thing months ago. And people say stuff like, because you know what, you don't have to be no occultist, you don't have to be all that good in astrology and energy, but you can have some sort of intuition about yourself to know sometimes it ain't the right time to come out. Note to self. Note to self. Okay? Sometimes it ain't the right time to come out. Just because something happened years ago and people in these stupid minds, because I'm going to say stupid, I'm going to judge right now. I know I shouldn't judge, but I feel like judging because I'm tired of people judging. So I'm going to judge them too. Anyway, in their stupid minds, well, you should have said something right then and there. You shouldn't be waiting. But how many people spoke up years ago and nobody cared because it wasn't the right time? They said the right thing at the wrong time. And in many cases, they got blackballed. In many cases, they went missing. Nobody cared. Now, in this time, that a lot of these folks, especially Monique, I mean, literally the stuff that she said on Club Shay Shay, she said the same thing before. She said it like I remember her saying this before, over and over. And guess what? Yeah, Club Shay Shay got millions of views, but guess what? When she came out before, that got tens of millions of views as well. It's not about the viewership; it's about the particular energy of that time. Because the way that Monique is getting noticed on Club Shay Shay, she still got just as much. She got just as many views when she came out years ago. She got just as many views. Everybody was talking about her when she came out with that thing about how Netflix treated her unfairly. Everybody just about knew about it. She got more views back then than she has currently on Club Shay Shay. Nobody cared. Everybody went against her. Now the thing with Cassie and the thing with Cat Williams and this whole portals that's been opened up. Everybody seems to be on Monique's side. It's like they're hearing this for the first time. You see what I'm saying? Now I felt like uploading this because of this rapper named M.I.A. who is Indian. Her parents are from Sri Lanka, but she was born in the UK. I didn't know about her music, but it seemed like I heard that name, like M.I.A., like I heard of her, but I just wasn't too familiar with her music. And she came out around the time I was still listening to the radio. She's 3 years older than me. She came out like in 2008, 2009. She came out and then her song went, it was like topped at number 4 on the billboards. So she was popular around the time I was still listening to the radio. I don't know why I just haven't really heard of her music. I listened to this Paper Planes. I have not heard that song before. Haven't heard it. But so I'm looking at somebody's live that they already done. I'm looking at the replay. And about how Jay-Z sold her out, blackballed her. Something happened with her son, with the ex-husband. It got custody of the son and all of that stuff. They robbed her place. They took all of her laptops. All of the stuff that she said when she was requesting help from Jay-Z. Suddenly her inbox was wiped clean. And then she was prevented from leaving Brooklyn for about 15 years. So they did a number with her. The question was asked on this live, why is she saying something now? The question was asked on this live because the reason why I saw the question is because I can't, when I'm trying to listen, I can't really read chats. And it's a replay anyway, but the person kind of highlighted the comment. You know, the person who hosted the live, they highlighted the comment. I'm seeing blood on the side of somebody's face. I saw a vision of blood on the side of somebody's face. And it's not mine because I'm not light skinned. This is M.I.A. Something's happened to her. I saw blood on the side of her face. She's in danger. I mean, you know, it's one thing to mess with Puff Daddy, but the industry was done with Puff Daddy. So Cassie, like, well, here's the thing. I feel like the higher ups put Cassie up to doing what she did with Diddy. It's a difference between Diddy and M.I.A. The higher ups ain't taking down Jay-Z, I don't know right now. I saw blood on the side. I saw a vision of blood on the side of her face. I mean, she's getting attacked. It's like it's hard to do what Cassie did because I feel like the higher ups is the one that had a lot to do with Cassie coming after Diddy. Like people more powerful than Diddy has something to do with Cassie doing what she did. I feel like M.I.A. is kind of by herself, and I don't care how much of magic she's into because she's Hindu. Like I feel like that's her culture is Hindu. So yeah, I know she into a lot of magic, but it's not gonna if she's by herself, it's not gonna match Jay-Z and the Brahmins, these billionaires in the industry. It's not gonna match. I don't care how much Indian that culture, how much magic they practice, because the Indians a lot of times they're going to be in bed with who has power at that time anyway. So just because her culture is Hindu does not mean that uh, Indians are going to have her side. I think more Indians are going to be in bed with the Brahmins than they're going to be helping her. I mean, people are cowardly. Okay, now I say that to say this. So the question was asked, well, why is she just saying something now? Well, I just saw blood on the side of her face. So imagine what kind of danger she could have been in back then. And she was being silenced back then. This is a time where it's like people are able to come out. Like she was sound like she was. I mean, she couldn't leave Brooklyn for 15 years. She was blackballed. They wiped her inbox. They took her laptops. I mean, the nerve to me, the nerve to ask the question, why would you say something now? It sounds like she's been speaking up. She's been silenced. That's what it sounds like to me, that she's been silenced. I don't understand that question. The question, why say something now? This lady I saw 2,000 posts on her Twitter page. I mean, the person that hosted the live showed her Twitter page, and it showed 2,000 posts. I saw it said 2,000 posts. Like this lady has been speaking, nobody's been caring what she had to say. What are you talking about? Why speak up now? People are just not giving it attention now. She's been speaking up. You just not hearing about it now. But even if she did wait to speak up, at least she's strategic because clearly, look at what came of her life for speaking up. Look at what came of her life. Okay, she to me sound like she ain't wait to speak up till now. It sound like to me that she been silenced. That's what it sounds like to me. And I think they about to kill her. I don't know if they're gonna be successful, but I saw that they about to get rid of this lady. They are about to get rid of her. I don't do these card readings and tarot, but somebody needs to do a reading on her. I don't know how accurate they're gonna be because I just can't believe people didn't know that Beyonce was fake at the Grammys. I can't. All these tarot readings, and nobody knew that was a fake Beyonce. People criticized the way she was dressed, and oh, Beyonce, she just ain't tried. It's because that ain't Beyonce. I mean, like, All these spiritualists did not see that. But anyway, so I don't know what good of reading on these people that's reading online. What good it would be to read on M.I.A. But they try. I saw blood on the side of her face. I want to say it was the right side of her face. Maybe that's symbolic. Right side of her face, I saw blood, and I always had this question: is it me? Because I mean, people are desperate these days. You don't have to be known by the world for somebody to try you. People, these entities feel like their time is working out, and they coming after whoever they can. So I say, is that me? But I ain't light skinned though. I'm not light skinned like that. She ain't that light to me either. To me, she kind of olive. I don't think she's that light, but she's lighter than me. I'm brown skinned, so I'm out of that. Anyway, now I'm gonna get to the point of this whole thing. So this is the year. Many people saying this is the year of exposing. Okay, up and downside to that. This is the year of exposing because nobody can say that they did not know. Nobody can say that they did not know. Why? Because this plane is going up in flames. This plane is going to be finished. And for the most part, majority of the people, especially in the United States of America, but this type of stuff with Cassie and this type of stuff that's probably happening with me, M.I.A. I mean, I've seen people in Africa talk about it because I look at African content creators too, and they even know about it. Okay, so at this point, especially Cassie, everybody around the world seems to know about Cassie. Who knows anything about media? Everybody seems to know about Cassie if they know who P Diddy is. If they don't know who P Diddy is, they wouldn't care. But the point is, nothing is kept secret anymore. There is going to be a downside to that because with all this exposure that people are so happy to see, now you're going to have to choose a side. You're going to have to choose a side. There is no straddling the fence. Because now you can't say that you did not know. And you can't say, oh, well, I'm just going to stay out of it. Yeah, I mean, I can see you're not trying to jump in somebody else's fight. Yeah, I get that. But you're going to have to choose a side. You're going to have to choose a side because now you can't say that you did not know. And what I mean by that is this plane is going to be destroyed. And depending on what side you choose to be on, because there's no oh my God, there's no fence straddlers here. You're going to go along with the plane. You're going to go along with this plane. What do I mean by this plane? This plane where this type of stuff is going on. You're going to have to choose a side. What do you want to do? And the fence straddling is not going to work. You can't be in the middle. Just like you can't be middle class. You know how the people, how this corrupt system drains the middle class? You either got to be poor or rich. And when I'm talking about rich, I'm talking about billionaire rich. I ain't talking about $1 million. I'm talking about billionaire. I'm talking about wealthy. Okay? So you're going to have to choose a side. There's no middle. There's no middle. And you cannot say that you didn't know. So I feel like this is the year of exposing for a reason. Because it is, I don't get into pole shifts and all that stuff. And the reset. But the reset is coming. But the reset is going to be in a way to separate consciousness, like certain consciousness from other types of consciousness. Though I'll say the wheat from the tares and stuff like that. And you're given an opportunity to see everything because you're being forced, really almost forced to choose a side. Because at this point, you're not going to be able to play ignorant. You're not going to be able to play stupid. You're not going to be able to say you didn't know. So while this is all cute and entertaining, that all this stuff is going out, that all this stuff is coming out, while it's all cute, you can't claim ignorance at the same time. You can't claim ignorance. And so if you are straddling the fence when it's time for the separation, you're going to go on the side that's due for destruction. Okay? But I don't have anything else to say. With that being said, I'll talk later.